Hi, everyone. I'm Nicole Boone. Welcome to What's Up, Bob? Yes, the time when I get to interview my former co-anchor, Bob Juback, at WBTW News13 in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Hello, my friend.
How's it going in Rock Hill, South Carolina?
It's going really well. Yeah, I'm enjoying the springtime weather that we're having, and so getting to see the kids more often. So getting to spend time with my hubby, who just turned 55 this week. So life is good.
He's getting up there, isn't he?
Yeah, I'll be 55 next, and you'll be 50.
I think I'm turning 50 this year. I'm just kidding. I'm a lot older.
I know, and we'll be celebrating birthdays again next year, September, or this coming year, 23rd. So no need to push that yet, though, right? Let's stay where
I'm living life right now.
Exactly. Well, hey, speaking of living life, I'll be coming back to WBTW on Friday to do our Darlington Raceway coverage at the Darlington Raceway, of course, and I am excited to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and let people know I missed my April appearance, and this is the first time I've shared this, but I got COVID along with my husband getting COVID, and it took us out of life for about 3 weeks. So I was just a few days from getting my first vaccine when we both got sick. So that was not any fun, and I did okay. My husband struggled a little bit more with it, but we're on the rebound now. So I'm ready to get back into action, back, doing the whole news thing again. So, and I love going to Darlington. It's always a lot of fun. I'll be interviewing Carrie Tharp, the president of Darlington Raceway, on Friday. And this is going to be a cool interview. Jordan Anderson, he's from Columbia, South Carolina. So a Carolina boy, young man. And he's in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. So I'm looking forward to that. I love going to Darlington. So much fun.
And I'm sure there's going to be other people just coming up. You can interview them too.
Yeah, there's plenty of action. It'll be a little different this year still with some of the COVID safety precautions in place, but still getting back to normal in a lot of ways. And that's exciting to get our world back to normal some. So.
Yeah, I know when I did sports back in the mid 80s, Darlington was always obviously one of the highlights of the season. And there were 2 races back in those days. And now there's 2 races this year too. So it's kind of going back to the way it used to be and the way I think that it should be. But there's just so many memories. And back there in the 80s, I don't want to sound like one of these old people that think that everything was better in the old days than it was now. But racing is something that I really think lost a little bit over the years. And it was so much fun there without trying to drop names, but like Harry Gant and Cale Yarborough and Dale Earnhardt and the Pearsons and Bobby Allison. And, it's just unbelievable when you're around people like that, big names like that, and being able to work with them.
100%. I can remember back during those times, and we were there, we really had the luxury of being up close and personal with the drivers. And full disclosure, I was a Dale Earnhardt senior fan, and I can remember standing there waiting for him to come out so I could meet him and how nice he was, and just the energy, the excitement with the drivers, I felt was just really special back then. And you don't have that much connection with them now, they've sort of distanced themselves, it feels like. So I agree, those were some good times, but I'm excited to be back on Friday, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, it used to, and Earnhardt, obviously is a legend. He's on Mount Rushmore when it comes to Winston Cup or NASCAR. I still call it Winston Cup,
right.
But he was a tricky interview sometimes. Sometimes he did not want to talk,
right.
But other times he was as gracious as can be. So it was. You had to kind of like toss a pen. What's that?
Figure out what kind of mood he was in.
It didn't take long to figure that out.
Well, I can say my experience with him was all good, and I still have the picture of me and him together that I treasure. So it's really fun to go down memory lane, I think, especially when it comes to NASCAR in Darlington. It is a special track, one of the oldest, I think, if not the oldest in NASCAR. And just, I think it's just it's just quaint. I think you just have more camaraderie there. Of course, we probably feel that way because we've covered it so long, but.
And also the track leadership back in those days was unbelievable. You had Jim Hunter, you had Harold King, you had Bill Kaiser, you had Russell Branham. Those people would basically let you do whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, they were so helpful and just so fun. So yeah, all good people. All good people. I always look forward to trying to see Russell Branham when I go back, but I don't know if he'll be there this time because things are different, but hopefully I will see him. But anyway, okay, so that's coming up Friday for me, my return to News 13. And you've done some traveling lately. You've been to your hometown in Maryland and Biltmore House in Asheville recently.
Yeah, I'd only been to Biltmore one time in my whole life. That was back like in '91. And I went with my mother and my aunt who has passed away. So that was kind of a fun trip. But 30 years later, I'd forgotten a lot of the specifics, but obviously the main attraction, the Biltmore House, is basically the same as it was 30 years ago. And my girlfriend had never been there before. So we decided to go up there a few weekends ago, and it was really great. It was raining most of the day. And then when it was time for our tour, the skies kind of parted and it was nice.
That's awesome. So
it's beautiful up there.
As you say, is there anything in particular you would tell people you got to see or make sure you see this? Because it's kind of like you're a little tour guide for our viewers right now.
I don't know if there's one specific thing, but I think if the weather were a little bit better earlier, because we walked through the gardens and all that, that's pretty impressive. And I just think some of the little things too, the big things, of course, it's like a palace. It's like Buckingham Palace in Western North Carolina. But just some of the little things like the moldings, the ceilings, things like that. It just took so much work. It's amazing to think back in the late 1800s that they were able to pull something like that off.
It really is quite impressive. And when to even think about that is a little bit overwhelming to think that they were able to do such beautiful works of art way back then. I'm sure the tools were nowhere near what we have today, obviously. So even more impressive. All right. How about Maryland? How was that?
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Got to see my family. My sister from Vegas was there, and we all had a good time. Really nice.
Yeah. So just people that are just tuning in and realizing you have two sisters and you are the baby, right?
Nope, the other way around.
Oh, you're the oldest and they're the well.
Mm-hmm.
So you were the brother that kept them all straight and looked out for your sisters. I'm sure. You're a troublemaker.
I could have probably done better, but yeah, that's basically it.
Well, that's good. All right. Well, how about have you heard some birthdays? Anything pretty cool you want to share with us?
Well, we got, I get my days mixed up. What's today again? Today's Thursday.
The 6th. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Today's Thursday. Okay. Well, today's the National Day of Prayer.
Love that. Okay. Very good.
So I should have known. Also, it's National Nurses Day. So obviously, those are two things that I think we really need. We could all use some more prayer. And
amen.
My golly, the nurses, teachers, first responders, people on the front lines. Those are the people that we really had to think about after all these during this year and a half of COVID.
Right. Yeah. And there's actually a nurse shortage. So we need more nurses. We need more people on the front lines like that. So happy National Nurses Day. What else?
Yeah. Obviously, they do it for love, but also they can make some money too. So it's not a bad profession to get into.
100%. Clearly, the pandemic has shown us how much we need our nurses and our healthcare workers.
Also, perhaps one of the greatest baseball players of all time, Willie Mays, 90 today. George Clooney is 60 today.
George Clooney?
That's right.
I get y'all mixed up. You look so much like George Clooney.
You need to put those glasses back on.
George Clooney. Okay. How old is he? 60?
He's 60.
60. Oh, wow. Okay.
He probably looks about that, don't you think? I guess he's up.
I think he looks great.
He looks great for 60, but he's been around for a while. So I guess that doesn't surprise me. Sometimes you see these people, so-and-so is 75, and you're going, holy smokes, I thought they were 45. So I don't know if I would think that.
When I become 75, holy cow, Nikki, I thought you were 45.
Yeah, that I'll say that.
Okay.
Also tomorrow, this is probably I don't know if I want to see this celebrate No Pants Day. Why would that be a holiday?
Your pants on, Bob. I'm wearing pants.
Yeah, don't worry about that. And also, North Myrtle Beach, I think is 53 years old tomorrow. I think that's the right. I don't have my exact date, but it's North Myrtle Beach's birthday is tomorrow.
Meaning the city of North Myrtle Beach.
The city that when they consolidated like Windy Hill,
Right.
Cherry Grove, Crescent Beach, and all that stuff. You know, all that stuff.
Home of Vanna White,
That's right.
whom we love. So that's pretty cool. All right.
Mhm. And then Saturday is Babysitter's Day, and everyone has needed a babysitter now and then.
I've needed them, and I've been one. Babysitters, we love them, and we definitely need them. Well, those are good stuff. You know, I'm just glad that we could be together for a little while. It's been a while since I've seen you. We chatted, and so I'm glad you're doing good, Bobby.
Well, I'm glad that you're feeling better.
Oh, me too, for sure. So better days ahead when it comes to health and getting everybody back out in life and staying healthy and safe. So important. So I'm glad we're heading in that direction.
I think we are.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just wrap this up today. This edition of What's Up, Bob, unless you got anything else.
Nope, just safe travels to Darlington.
All right. Cheers to you. Bye. Folks, that's going to do it for this edition of What's Up, Bob. Until we see you again, we hope you have a great day.